All right, y'all. I'm going to be real for a second and say this. It's not wrong for a man to have children. All right. That's honestly a part of life. But, but, what happens when it's not just one family, not just two, but multiple kids, multiple homes, and no structure? At what point does it stop being life and start becoming chaos? Now, don't come for me before anybody gets defensive. This is not about attacking men. This is about responsibility because, yes, God said be fruitful and multiply, but not like this. Not in a way where kids are scattered across different households, um, resources are stretched thin, and nobody is really getting what they need, and that's just chaos, dysfunction. Now let's talk about the stress because people love to joke about it, but he's got 10 kids, he's got multiple baby mamas, but nobody talks about the reality behind that. How is he supposed to show up emotionally, provide financially, be present physically for multiple households at the same time? You can't be in 5 places at once. So what happens? Some kids get more attention, some get less. You know, um, some feel forgotten, and that creates something deeper than anger. It creates confusion. Now let's talk about money because kids aren't cheap. Now multiply that across multiple homes, child support, bills, food, clothes, school, emergencies. At what point do you hit a wall? Because if you go bankrupt, if you're stretched too thin, now everybody suffers, not just one child, all of them. Now, think about the structure. Do the kids even have relationships with each other? Or are they just aware of each other? Because there's a difference. Different homes means different rules, different environments, different lifestyles. So instead of one strong unit, you get fragments. You get disconnected siblings, disconnected identity. That's how broken homes are created. And let's talk about something else that really gets overlooked: the oldest child. A lot of times the father expects the oldest sibling to step up, to help raise the younger ones, to take on responsibility. But let's be clear, that is not their responsibility. They didn't choose the situation. They deserve to be a child too, and they deserve to enjoy their life as well. They didn't go out making all of them kids. Now add in the drama because multiple homes means multiple personalities, different mothers, different expectations, different emotions, and sometimes it turns into competition. You got arguments, you got bitterness, you got the fighting over money, time, attention. They're fighting over what is it? Relevance, splitting assets. Someone always feels entitled when it comes to that. And now instead of peace, you've created tension. Now let's talk about time. Because time is something that you can't multiply, you can't duplicate yourself. So when you're splitting time between multiple homes, somebody is always getting less, and kids feel that, even if they don't say it, right? Now, let me ask you something. Did you grow up in a situation like this? Where your father had multiple kids, multiple homes, and you were just trying to figure out where you fit? Be honest. Did you ever feel like you had to compete for attention? Did you ever feel like you didn't get enough time? Did you ever feel like You had to grow up too fast, because a lot of people don't say it, but they carry it and it affects you, right? Now, if you're a man watching this, I'm not here to shame you, but I am here to challenge you and ask yourself, can I truly provide for every child I bring into this world? Or am I just reacting to life as it happens? Am I building structure or creating pressure? Because having kids is easy. Raising them right, that takes discipline. And if you grew up in this, you don't have to repeat it. Let me say that again. You do not have to repeat it. You can choose structure. You can choose stability, intention. You can decide, I'm going to build differently, because healing isn't about blaming, it's about choosing better. And at the end of the day, this isn't about how many kids someone has, it's about how well they can handle what they created, because kids don't ask to be here. They don't ask for confusion, divided attention, multiple unstable environments. They just want consistency, presence, and peace. So the real question is, are we building families or just creating situations? And be real in the comments. Did you grow up like this, or do you think this is being normalized too much? Let me know.